following show features stupid opinions and ideas from two idiot brothers who probably did little research and practiced zero due diligence on the topic at hand. The MLO Bros' opinions do not reflect the views of their employer, guests, sponsors, families, neighbors, or pets. If you do not like what they are saying and don't agree with their views or opinions, don't watch the show. We can promise we do not care. Welcome to the worst show on the internet.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the MLO Bros. On the birthday of our mother of the Schuster boys. God bless her, ladies and gentlemen. But thank you for joining us tonight. We're going to do some crazy stuff, some off the wall stuff. We're going to take phone calls from messages from you, the viewer. You call in, you tell us what to talk about. This could be a shit show. Probably will be. Who knows what we're going to be talking about tonight?
I know Jeremy from Pizza Reviews was already like, I can't wait to call in and fuck with you people. Excuse my language.
God only knows what he's going to make us talk about.
Yeah. So anything you want to talk about, we'll talk about. I mean, there's all kinds of news.
It's your night.
Deer getting murdered.
Cause it's ladies night.
At Mill Creek Park. Right. What else is happening?
What a night.
I'm trying to think of Nikki Frenchco is off of her rocker.
Oh, you mean Nikki? Definitely not a crazy person, Frenchco. Definitely not a crazy person, Frenchco.
You better be careful. She's gonna want us to call her again. She messaged us and said, "Hey, why don't you guys call me?"
And I was like, "Absolutely not."
I text you. She's like, "Hey, why don't you give her a call?" And you're like, "No,
no." She's crazy enough that like you pick up the phone when you're talking to her, and she's like, "Oh my God, why would you say something like that?" And then she hangs up the phone and then creates this entire crazy story about how you said something absolutely awful, and then goes and like gets some kind of AI to replicate your voice and make you say something crazy. I
didn't pull any clips up. I did nothing today because we were busy. Joe Dania is coming too, by the way.
Hey Tim. Hey Mayor Tim.
Hey Mayor Tim.
Why don't you come on in here? Sit down till Joe gets here.
He just said no.
Scared. He said no. I'm scared.
So Nikki Frenchco today, like they are doing like Malloy. Remember Dennis, what they do with the gun?
Yeah.
Called. So there was a 911 call to, let's see if I do this right, to Nikki Frenchco's, out of Nikki Frenchco's house. Like one of her kids called like 911 or something like that.
Okay.
Don't know the details of that, right? Frenchco, so somehow the 911 call, which is public information, got to the press. Okay. Frenchco called 911.
Okay.
And asked to speak to a manager.
Oh, for fuck.
Wait. Because I guess somebody was out of town.
Dude, did you think you could Karen 911?
Right.
Well, why? What? You're wasting time. Like, you don't call 911 unless it's an emergency. Yeah. Now you're just wasting people's time.
She called 911. And
again, people dying.
She called 911 and said, let me speak to a manager, because she was trying to figure out who released it to the press. And she was like not threatening, like I guess she was, all pissy, like Karening 911.
911. There are literally people dying that need saved, that you are calling 911 and saying, "Can I speak to a manager?"
Dude, I was cracking up.
Who does that?
Oh.
Can you turn that camera this way?
Yeah, sure. Which way? This way?
Yes. And then zoom.
Like that angle, or
I didn't like it because your hand's gonna get in the way, and I'm just okay. We're good.
Better?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So she was trying to intimidate 911 employees by calling and asking to speak.
I just don't.
Because technically those employees work for her.
Cops were at her house again yesterday,
or they work for the county.
Yeah.
So she would technically be the boss, or one of the bosses.
Hey, why don't you talk to yourself?
Someone will get fired for doing it.
She's the ultimate lunatic. She's saying someone will get fired for doing it.
So she's going to fire, like, intimidating.
Because somebody released.
But 911 stuff, that's public information.
Yeah.
So her argument was nobody did an information request. But I don't think it matters. Like, anybody, it's public.
Anybody could find that out and then report it to whoever, the news. And
Right.
So she's saying it's somebody from within, which it probably is because somebody doesn't like her. Surprise, surprise.
I mean, right? That's my thought.
So why did somebody call 911?
That is still we're not sure. They've been to her house a couple times. They've been to her house, like the son one time I think called 911 on her.
Jesus Christ.
I think again. I'm just
you know what?
This is just stuff on Facebook that I read.
I want to be mad at her, but you know who's this on? This is on the voting public.
It really is.
It really, really is. Because you know what, people? You voted her in.
Yeah.
You voted her in. So it's kind of on you.
Yeah.
It's kind of on Trumbull County.
I can't wait till she tries to get reelected. I'm so excited. like I don't know. Hey, Jim, when did she run for stealing her son's Adderall?
Yikes.
What
that is I'm not even speaking on that. That is like
that's and then the other thing
who
is
knows how true that is.
Jim, do you know when she runs again? Skaggs, do you know when she runs again? Again, it's just so amusing. So all right, let's 2024. It can't come soon enough.
Oh dude, no, it can't come soon enough.
My nephew's medication.
Let's just draw this out. Let's see, like, if this keeps going, we keep going at this rate. Warren's gonna Trumbull County is gonna be a pile of rubble here by the time this ends.
But like, you got to watch. There's a video. So Trumbull County started streaming their meetings, so now it's not just the Nikki Frenchco show anymore, like before. So they have their own stream.
Yeah.
So it's really
that's
good.
the funniest thing too. Is like her trying to claim and say like, I'm doing this for the public, but it's like right in her face the whole time.
Fixing
and then she's
hair.
like, it's not about the public, it's about you.
It's
and like,
such a
if
show.
it was about all three of you, you'd have it sideways and you'd have it on all three people.
Yeah.
But she puts it right in her face. It's like so obvious, you know?
This trash bag was once married to my brother. Her son is my nephew. Oh, there you go.
Yikes.
Oh, so I guess it would be that then. Wow.
Yikes.
Janelle nephew. Wow. That's just, but dude, I'm telling you, I don't, and then the problem is like her people, like there's this couple crazy people on Facebook that just defend her.
Yeah.
And it's like,
that one lady that comments every time. And then it's like middle-aged men that kind of like,
I haven't seen that yet. I haven't seen it on Facebook. I've seen women. I've seen women doing it.
Go look in her comment section of her videos. You got middle-aged men that have a thing for big boobs.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, that's just what it is. And car guys love her too.
Dante wants to call in.
Yeah.
Wait, I got
Dante.
Dante. All right, here we're gonna do our first call in.
Call in now. You'll be calling my cell phone today. If you need a home loan, you can call that number too. But feel free to call 330-921-8978.
Call now. Let's get a call.
We'll start our first topic. Caller number one will get first topic. Call in now, and we'll talk about whatever you want us to talk about.
It's not like using your personal cell phone for a stupid podcast.
Also, if you ever need a home loan, that is my cell phone. So feel free to call me. I'll get you hooked up with a good loan. NMLS number 19493.
Okay, we're still waiting for callers
still
right now.
Waiting for a caller. Nothing so far. While we're waiting for a caller, 36 people watching. Go down below. Down below is the Century 21 agent's name. There's a little like button. Give us a like. Give us a smiley face. Give us a heart. Give us an angry face. Oh, Dante Lovell, caller number one.
Put him on speaker.
Dante, hold on, please. You're on speaker. Sir, you are live on air. Mr. Dante Lovell, I have your name saved in my phone. Welcome to the MLO Bros. What's the topic we'll be speaking about today, sir?
Is this the MLO Bros show live right now?
It is.
This is the MLO Bros live. The MLO Bros radio show today live,
okay.
sir.
I'll keep this short and brief. One, you guys are awesome for always bringing attention to things around the community. So one, appreciate that.
Thank you, buddy.
I just got done playing 2 hours of pickleball. What's the pickleball scene like in Poland, Ohio?
Dude, we want to play.
Pickleball scene in Poland, Ohio. That is topic number one for today. We'll talk about that right now. Thank you so much, Dante.
Dante, do you play pickleball?
I do. I play a lot here. I'm avid in Columbus. I know I played in Boardman, Ohio, at the tennis center, but I wasn't sure if there was any public courts around.
I don't think there is.
No, I don't think there is. Poland and fun don't go well together.
They play at the Y in Boardman.
Yeah, shocking.
Yeah,
play at the Y in Boardman.
Yeah, it's pretty much just a Youngstown old people sport right now. But I feel like the kids, just like you guys brought back bocce, I'm pretty sure the kids.
Yeah, he is one of the bocce bros, by the way.
Yes.
Is he the Italian sausage eating?
No, that's Carmen. That's Carmen Marinucci.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what's so funny? You know, this stereotypical, the Italian sausage eating, but I literally have some homemade sausage in the oven.
Of course you do. Of course you do. Yeah.
Hey, I appreciate you guys. I'll keep this short. Maybe we can get some more pickleball conversations going in Poland, Ohio, and
when you come home, let's play pickleball. Me and Isaac versus you and Carmen.
Let's do the MLO bros versus the bocce bros in pickleball. That way, it's like it's not bocce, it's not basketball because we would dominate you guys in that. So we'll. Yeah. You want to? We'll start with pickleball, and then if you guys beat us in pickleball, the ultimate test will be beating us in basketball.
Okay, I like.
How
that.
tall those guys can't be that?
No, Dante's a shooter. He's a shooter and he's quick.
I do it all. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
I do it all.
You're not a big guy, Dante. Come on, man. Come on.
I'm the biggest 5'9.5".
All right, I'm in on basketball.
All right, Dante. We'll talk about pickleball. See you, buddy. Bye. I feel like I'm good at, and I played Dante, and he's really good at ping pong.
Isn't there a pickleball court in Austintown? I don't know. Is there?
I don't know. I don't have it. I think you could buy a pickleball rackets, and it's pretty cheap.
Finale should be bocce. That's not fair. I would say what you should do is do basketball for us,
bocce for them, and then the tiebreakers pickleball.
Because
the thing is, Dante's playing pickleball, and I've played him in ping pong, and he's really good at ping pong. So he's probably going to beat us at pickleball because I've never played pickleball.
Well, that'll be I don't ever play. Maybe pick a sport,
but he's going to be good.
Maybe we pick a sport none of us have ever played.
We could do like those Irish sports.
Irish sports.
You know, with like you never seen the Irish sports? Like where they wear the kilts and they have to do the different shit? Like we could do that. Like we've never done that before.
We have to wear kilts.
I feel like that's a test of strength too. I feel like
Joe's here. Can you let him in?
Yeah, I'll go let Joe in.
Hold on, Joe Janio's coming. So curling, Isaac? Yeah, curling, another good suggestion. Yeah, we need something like because I'm pretty sure we beat him in basketball. No offense, Dante, but you're just not stopping us down low at all. Curling. Yeah, curling. That's where you throw, isn't that the skirts and you throw the thing? I remember that. There's no way they beat us in that either. Guess, Joe's here. Joe, have you ever played, Joe, come on in. Have you ever played pickleball?
Never played pickleball.
All right, we're going to get Joe on.
So here's the good news, everyone. We brought in a professional for
Chris was the 07 state. Yeah, was he the water boy? Joe, hi, Joe.
Hola.
Joe walks in out of nowhere. Lawn darts, another one. Fencing, another one. Dante, best pickup player in the tri-state
area. So good news, everyone. Joe Danier. He is the voice of W57 WKBN sometimes. Sometimes. So Joe, you can tell us what we are doing right and wrong with the MLO Bros radio show right now. We're just having live people call in and tell us.
You want me to critique you live on the air?
Critique us. Tell us what we're doing wrong, Joe.
Man, this is loaded.
Go ahead. Just that's wrong.
You guys are awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
You're doing so good. So we just had our first call.
So the problem is you do fencing, fencing would be good.
So you know the Bocce Bros? Did you ever hear the Bocce Bros?
Yeah.
We want to do like a 3 sports, and we'll play bocce, which is their sport. Isaac and I said basketball's our sport because we're 6 foot whatever, and
Yeah.
Is this like ESPN the Ocho? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, exactly. But maybe we could have Joe come in and call the games.
I feel like curling, horseshoes, and anything like that has to be out because it's too close to bocce. That's like touch.
What's the sport where you ride the horse and you hit the ball?
Polo.
That's polo.
Yeah. Polo.
We should do jousting.
Dude, have you guys ever watched slap fights?
Yeah. Great idea.
I will slap the shit out of a bocce bro.
Dude, there is hillbilly slap fights. They are the best.
I can just feel Dante's hand.
Uh-oh. You're going to call.
Jeremy, Youngstown Pizza Reviews. All right, Jeremy from Youngstown Pizza Reviews is calling in. Let's see what our next topic of conversation is. What do I say? What do I say? Thank you for calling the MLO Bros. You are live on the MLO Bros radio show.
On line one.
Jeremy from Youngstown Pizza Reviews. Thanks for joining the show, Jeremy. What's your topic?
Thanks for having me. I want to carry on what Dante just did while he's handing out thank yous. I want to thank Joe Danier for coming and saving the snooze fest of the show.
wait. Hold on. Guys, you're laughing. Stating what?
Yeah, I just wanted to thank you. Everyone's giving out all these thank yous. I wanted to thank Joe for coming on and saving the snooze fest of the show.
Thank Joe for saving this snooze fest. Is that your topic? Do you want us to talk about how?
I just wanted to get the thank you out of the way.
Okay.
I'll try to keep it PG, but
Listen, you pizza eating freak. I'm tired of your shit, Jeremy.
this is a serious topic.
Okay.
All right. It drives me crazy, these people that think eating fish isn't eating meat. So can we just discuss this for a minute?
So you're
Fish is
talking
meat,
about on
right?
Fridays during Lent how you're not supposed to eat meat, but you're allowed to eat fish.
Is this a religious? Are we going to
Correct.
religious?
I
How
think-
fish isn't meat.
I think we're
I would like to know
attacking
how
the
somebody calling
Catholics.
fish-
No, that wouldn't be the first
Say
time.
that
No, we're all sitting here talking about your topic. We are basically, by doing this, we're going to be attacking the Catholics.
100%. That's why I figured this was the best place to go.
You got an axe to grind with the Catholics? Call the MLO Bros. Okay.
Don't you guys have a history with the Catholic Church?
Yeah.
They were a little mad at us about that whole calling what was
Mooney and Ursuline a bunch of cheaters. Yeah, they kind of came after us.
Yes.
we actually had some people calling us saying they're going to kick our asses.
Hey, and South Range did beat Ursuline, even though they cheat. So that was really cool. But
Exactly.
yeah. So all right, we'll talk about if fish is a meat or not. So
Let's go to Joe. Joe, is fish meat?
Fish is not meat.
Wait.
How much?
That one's dead. Sorry, Joe.
That's all right.
hold on. Please stand by.
Hello?
Stand by. All right, Jeremy. See you later. Bye.
Fish is not meat.
Fish is not a
Fish
meat.
is not meat.
How is it not a meat?
Well, it's not meat as in like it's something of the sea. So octopus and fish, it's not meat.
What is like a you get
It's
a big
not a crustacean.
no, it's a slat like you get a tuna steak. You wouldn't
Yeah.
consider that meat.
It's not meat. It's fish.
That is I would
Listen,
consider
when
that
I
meat.
go off meat,
Yeah.
I go off red meat, right? So I do
Yeah.
all
Is
fish.
chicken
is chicken meat.
I still eat some chicken, but that's me.
All right. Comments.
There's
is
some
chicken,
holes.
Fish
There's some
have
holes.
bones.
So what is on their bones? That's a good point.
Huh.
Oh
What
my!
is-
I was just thinking the same thing. Fish is meat, and you are still killing it.
Yeah. It's a meat.
Fin fish. Wait, are we going to talk? Oh, so it's going to go the route of killing animals because
Well, yeah, it's definitely I think it's definitely a meat. Like you would
it's a protein.
any type of like flesh
We did a little bit, Tony.
is a meat.
Flesh?
Like any type of
Flesh is meat.
I don't know.
So what we need to do?
Yeah.
This is the way you figure this
Okay.
out. We need like the genetic or the scientific makeup of a slab of steak, like protein, like what's in a steak and what's in a fish, right? And if
Right.
it's close,
It's meat.
It's meat.
is that
I'll go with
fair?
that. That's fair.
I don't know how you do that, but that would be my thought, right?
Okay, well, but chicken's considered meat too. Wait, yeah, chicken is considered like chicken
Oh,
breast.
here's somebody sounds smart. It's muscle, it's body meat, striated tissue.
Tissue. That's what not flesh, tissue.
Tissue.
So tissue would be meat.
F seafood is classified as fin fish and crustaceans. Meat animals. I guess it's how you define
Animals,
meat.
animals. Let's look up what meat. Let's
We'll
look
give
up
the-
the
what is the
definition of meat.
There you go.
See, that's the thing. In the Bible, it says you're allowed to eat fish because it's from the ocean. It's not walking
Yeah,
around.
go
on the
Google that
earth.
real fast. I'm going to take this one. I did. So Struthers. Okay. Question is, how is Struthers able to stream and Poland Village is unable to? So the rule in the state of Ohio is you have to have 2 recordings that are saved for if you stream and record meetings. Struthers uses YouTube and has a handheld recorder. Poland Village says that's not good enough.
Mm.
And that's the argument between the lawyers. So
Right.
again, it's the definition. Canfield streams, Youngstown streams, Trumbull County started streaming. Poland Village, the lawyer says no, we don't need to stream. We can't.
Well, this
He's smarter than everybody else.
this makes it interesting.
Okay, what do we got?
the flesh of an animal, especially a mammal, underline
Mammal.
as
Not
food.
poultry.
So,
mammal.
so you don't consider that under that definition,
Mammal.
you wouldn't consider it chicken. Chicken wouldn't, it would be considered poultry, not meat.
Yeah.
Poultry.
Yeah. When I stay away from meat, I stay away from red meat.
So Catholics, what are you doing wasting your time not eating chicken strips on Friday?
Read that again. Read that again.
The flesh of an animal, especially a mammal, as food. But the Catholics are going to fall back to the ocean thing where you're allowed to eat fish. 'cause
They're
it's
going
from
to fall
ocean,
back
not
to the
from
Jesus
earth.
ate fish is what they're going
Yes.
to fall back to.
Yes,
That's what
exactly.
they're going to fall back to. Yeah, that makes sense. Wow,
Um,
this is good stuff. This is like cutting edge, good conversation, right?
but
Joe?
yeah, it's mammals.
What a great show.
Interesting. Interesting.
What a great idea.
How'd
Let's do
we
it.
land on this topic, by the
It's
way?
called Jeremy
So-
called it an F.
All right.
So, but after that, you can go back to eating
Wait,
any type of mammal and you're good. So,
Angela, I think you're allowed to eat cold blooded because fish are cold blooded.
No.
No, fish aren't cold blooded.
Reptiles are cold blooded.
So
yeah,
you're allowed
you
to
can
eat
eat
snakes.
lizards on Fridays too, Catholics. Good news. Can't eat humans though. Humans are mammals.
Definitely.
But after Friday,
you can go back to air.
You go back to eating
What a
people.
stupid topic. I don't know who came up with this topic, Angela.
vegetarians consider fish meat.
Sure.
They do?
Vegans don't.
Vegans don't eat anything that you have to kill. Which how crazy is this? When you to get avocados, like to harvest avocados, and
You have to kill
almonds,
animals?
You have to kill all kinds of like honeybees, like in
Really?
massive
Mhm.
quantities, in order to get the field right to make the avocados.
Really?
You have to butcher bees. So like the people who hate vegans will be like, "Well, you're killing all kinds of bees when you eat your goddamn avocado toast."
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, okay, hold on. Are fish cold blooded?
Did you see my post about robo bees?
Are fish
No.
cold blooded?
They have created robot bees to pollinate the flowers. So when we kill off all the honeybees,
Yeah.
these robots can pollinate.
That's pretty cool.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well,
Do they really think we're going to kill off all the honeybees though?
They do.
Oh,
That's like
really?
a big concern for years.
Yeah.
But
We're
now we
killing
got
all like
robots.
field
We got
flowers.
nanobots, bro. They're gonna pollinate the
Heck
flowers.
yeah.
Nanobots. are
Nothing
gonna
can
pollinate-
go wrong.
That doesn't sound like the end of the world situation at all. Dude. Yeah, fish are cold blooded. Fish are cold blooded.
Whoa.
I didn't know that.
So you got salamanders.
Holy cow, you're right.
and fish you can eat on Fridays.
Fish are no, dude, I just Googled it.
I'm gonna cook a iguana on a stick and eat it.
That sounds
Wow.
good. Would you
So-
do it?
I'd eat
If we
that.
do exotics?
Yeah. If you Joe, if you were to if you were to take a
Sam,
salamander or
Google
whatever
it.
and cook it over a spit and then cut off a piece of its meat for me to eat, I would gladly eat it.
We're gonna
So-
do one of those. When I did a reptile expo in Las Vegas, we as one of the things we would do
Yeah.
is they would serve me up a bunch of really crazy stuff and I'd have to eat it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't half bad. I mean, I think if you
Yeah.
could totally do it.
I think what else? Like turtle soup's good. Like there's all kinds of
Turtle
good
soup is
stuff.
really good.
Yeah, we'll have to do an exotics day.
Fish are warm blooded. Oh shit.
Let's talk about something real fast. The deer. You know about you hear about the deer in Mill Creek Park?
No.
God, you're so busy doing everything that
know.
you can't keep up.
There's
So-
that white deer.
So Mill Creek
Mill Creek's
Park.
awesome.
This is going to be a good conversation. Mill Creek Park. They came out and said there's like 395 deer per acre or something
Yeah.
like that, which is
Yeah.
like totally
much.
too much.
Yeah.
Oh, bad.
So Mill Creek Park said they're going to set up feeding stations, and then at night,
butcher him. fucking snipe 'em. Yeah.
Rambo 'em.
Yeah.
So
Now they used to do controlled hunts in there. When it got
Ah.
overpopulated, they let hunters go in there and take
Yeah.
like 100 and some deer.
I'm
out of
in.
there.
I'm
That'd
in.
be sweet.
so good.
So people on Facebook today were going out of their minds, like these poor deer and their families and this, that. Yeah, like you know how that is. How
Yeah.
dare you kill an animal?
Have you seen
and-
any of those videos where they do that with the dogs on farms? They take out the coyotes and then they like put like heat sensor snipers and they snipe the dogs. That is so
Yeah.
crazy.
I
Yeah,
can't watch
it's-
stuff like that.
Oh,
That's just so gross.
But you like see them and then you see like
just
the,
drop.
Well, you see it on the infrared and then you see them like look at the site and then just and then like
But-
you just see like
They
blood.
explode. Yeah.
So
And
here's
then
my
just
question.
snipe
Here's
'em,
my
like
question
20
to
of
those
them.
the people who are complaining about these deer.
Yeah.
They're gonna eat all the flowers.
Mhm.
They're gonna eat all the. You know what I mean? You like all your stuff in the woods, or you like all that.
Yeah.
They're gonna start dying. The deer. You're gonna
Yeah.
starve them.
Yeah.
So wouldn't you rather just mow them down
Yeah.
than have them starve to death?
Here's what we do to make everybody happy. we go. I think out west they tried to do this. The hippies tried to do this. We go up to Alaska, go up to our neighbors in Alaska. We wrangle up some wolves.
That's there you go.
About 20 wolves.
There you go. Good
and
call.
we bring them back down and release them.
That's it. Because there's no natural predators.
Because
for the deer.
exactly,
That's
we
good
killed
call.
all the predators.
Yeah.
So you release
great
the
idea.
predators.
Now we have wolves
But-
eating your dog. What do you do?
And Luke's taking his walk on the trail, and he gets jumped by a freaking wolf.
But the deer are now safe.
I'll be like Liam Neeson in that movie where he starts like
Yeah.
taping the
But you
glass
gotta
door.
realize, anytime you protect one group, you're helping the other one. So it's like
Yeah.
you're messing with the
Yeah.
circle of life.
Yeah.
And if you bring in the wolves, then you're gonna overpopulate the wolves, and then they start eating people. And it's like
Here, if you ever walk in Mill Creek Park, you will see a deer. They're
Yeah,
everywhere. They're like
everywhere.
rats, man.
Yeah.
So that's it. So there you guys go. So I say you murder.
And also cars will hit them too. So not
Oh,
only will they
dude.
starve
Yeah.
out,
someone
you'll
on
be
the new
doing-
electric bike's gonna hit them.
yeah.
I'm gonna be riding on your
well,
electric
that
bike.
and then too, like you are messing with the food chain from top to bottom. So you have all these deer, then you're gonna like plants are gonna be. It might not be as green. I don't know what's going to happen. What are they going to eat? Like everything down below them is going to be eliminated because
Yeah.
they're just going to eat everything and then eventually starve.
They got to do archery. I mean, it's close to the city, so you can't do
you'd
gun.
have to do it.
You got to let the archers go
I'll
out
go
there.
in there with them.
That'd be
Dude,
so
my crossbow. Oh my gosh.
Just Hunger Games, the deer.
Oh,
Yes.
increase in ticks as well.
Yeah.
There you go. I'm down to introduce a Debbie majestic as crap. I mean, until freaking wolves attack people in the
Yeah, I
park.
think they were doing that. I want to say they were doing that with like mountain lions or something. And
They
they were
released mountain lions?
they were protecting them to the point where the population was going crazy,
Yeah, I
And
think
then
they
they were
did
like-
that in Yellowstone.
fucking attacking people on the trails.
Yep.
And like the problem was with bears too. You bring your dog thinking your dog's going to protect you,
Yeah.
but your dog ends up starting the fight and then killing you because the dog like
yeah.
is like when you would just walk away, the dog's not walking away and you're like, come on, Cuddles,
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
go.
yeah.
And the dog wants to fight.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then the bear comes after you because your dog's an
wow.
idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say no shooting the white deer. That would be my only rule.
Yeah. That thing's cool. That albino deer.
There's a couple of them.
Uh-huh.
I've seen them 2 or 3 times.
I've
but-
seen them all the way up by the lake club
Yeah.
when I used to live over there.
Yeah, so I would say no shooting the white deer. I think it's bad juju, actually.
The
That's
Native
like-
Americans
yeah,
didn't do it.
Yeah, that's
No.
bad juju shooting
Yep.
a white deer. You're not supposed to do that. So, all right, call. Should we take a call?
Yeah.
Anybody want to call in? I'm gonna.
So we'll open the phone lines for the next topic of conversation. This is my cell phone. So if you need a home loan or you want to talk about the topic of conversation tonight,
we
let
talk
us know.
about Nikki Frenchco some more. That's like my new favorite conversation.
How do you feel about Nikki
I
Frenchco?
do.
What do you feel about her?
She's crazy.
Her name is Nikki. Definitely not a crazy person.
I mean,
Frenchco.
I mean, on your 570, they have to call in and talk about her, right?
Yeah, well, she called in and I interviewed her a couple.
How'd
maybe
that
months ago.
go?
It wasn't great.
Did she
No.
talk about the 911 call coming from her house? And
No, she's kind of a rambler, so she kind of went off on a trek that it was not a conversation. It was just like a vomit, at
A
me.
rant,
It
yeah.
wasn't
You
great.
couldn't get anything.
I
in?
couldn't. No.
Yeah.
And I asked her a couple of like leading questions, and she got pissed off at me. So I think she's not a friend anymore.
She wanted us to call her. We didn't call her.
No.
yeah, she's
we're
like,
waiting.
hey, I have something.
Nikki, are you watching? You can call us right now. We'd love to take a call.
But
No,
I'm
not,
telling
I'm
you-
not. I would hang up immediately.
No, let her, dude. It's on the air.
But you guys were talking like there's a lot of people that think she's hot, like really
That's
like
right.
her. Crazy
it's-
is hot. I'm telling you.
Chip Comstock. Hope you weren't trying to remain anonymous, sir, because my phone just announced you. But thank you for calling the MLO Bros radio show. What? Oh, he hung up.
You're on line 1.
He hung up.
You hung up.
I'm calling him back.
So have you talked to Frenchco, or you just watch what she does?
I
up
watch
in-
online. She wants us to call her, but we haven't. She
Yeah.
messaged us.
Mr. Comstock, you just called the MLO Bros radio show. What can I help you with, sir?
Oh, you know what? I have no freaking idea. I'm just lost sheep like all the other rest of your listeners. Just looking for guidance.
Just looking for guidance.
How can we help you, sir? What do you need guidance with?
This is Delilah in the afternoon. How can we help you?
What's up, bros?
This is Chip, Fire Chief Chip. By the way, he's been on the show a couple times.
Chip, did you think you were calling it anonymously? I didn't know I had your phone number saved in my phone, so it announced it.
I just got this. Message from you, and it was like, I get this text message, and I'm like, what the heck? These guys are, kind of
Text
crazy.
message?
Text message from me or from Luke?
From Luke.
You called me and I said I'm on a podcast.
Oh, so then you called the younger brother?
Yeah,
trying to get through.
You butt dialed me. Did you butt dial me?
It must have been something.
Oh, maybe he butt dialed me then too. Maybe it's going through Schuster.
Oh, yeah, your phone, your butt dial.
Oh.
I thought you wanted
too.
to. I thought you were calling to say stop talking about that. You're going to get sued.
Oh,
Well, that's sort of a daily thing.
Yeah. Okay. So Trumbull County discuss. All right, let's talk.
all right, Chip. Sorry, I didn't mean to bother you if you're having a good night doing something else. But all right, I'll see you later, Chip.
Hey, guys, good luck.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. So Tony wants us to talk about Trumbull County some more. So we already kind of covered it in the beginning. You must not have been here. So I said Nikki Frenchco called 911. Okay. Because somebody from her house had called 911. She called 911 because the press found out, and she thought somebody at 911 told the press. She called and demanded to talk to a supervisor. She Karen 911.
Oh my
And she was
goodness.
threatening people, saying, "Whoever, if I find out who told the press, they're going to get fired," and this, that, and the other.
It is a shit show, guys. Like
Oh,
it is the
dude.
worst.
We got there.
Do you
you're a Girl
watch?
Scout
Do
cookie?
you watch those?
I watched them
Bro.
today. It was amazing. It's the most uncomfortable thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. And Denny Malloy is a good friend, and he is such a reasonable, good dude. And so to watch him go off the rails because that place is just the way that it is, it frustrates the crap.
Maybe
out
we
of
should
me.
have Denny on. This to do with a gun. You think you come on the show?
Yeah, totally.
What's absolutely insane too is like I watched it and like how hypocritical she is in that room is just freaking hilarious. Like the 1 second she's yelling at the guy, your buddy
Malloy,
for saying like the girls in the office, and then she's like, don't call them girls or whatever, like, or people in the office or something.
Yeah.
And then in the next breath she yells at the other guy for saying no, she calls the guy honey.
Yeah.
Like, honey.
Oh, honey.
Like talking down to him, and it's like it's
She's-
like you're just all over the place, lady.
Yeah.
Like you're not making any sense
I
at
can't
all.
wait till she has to run again. If it has face, it's meat. So lobster, that is a fish.
It's lobster meat.
Lobster meat.
Yeah.
Fish meat. No, fish is fish. Wow, that's weird.
Yeah.
Luke, check your messenger. It's the 911. Oh, get out of here.
Her son made.
Oh, he has it. We're gonna play the call.
What's your favorite Girl Scout
That's the
cookie?
best one. That's the best one.
Favorite Girl Scout cookie in the comments.
I'll die on that hill. Here we go.
Trumbull County 911, where's your emergency?
170 Kenilworth 4443. Just putting a report in. I'm trying to leave the residence from my mother's residence, and I have my sister following me in transit on the car.
Okay,
So
it was 107 Kenilworth?
170 Southeast.
170. Okay, and what?
I'm trying to leave the residence. Upon leaving the residence, I'm being filmed by my mother, and I got my sister following me in a white vehicle, Volkswagen.
Okay, and is that a sedan or SUV?
That's SUV.
Okay, where are you gonna go to have the police speak with you?
Well, I walked down to the with the gastroenterology clinic. I'm down over here. She called me down here. She's in a white vehicle over across with the I don't know what office it is, but she's over there in the other parking lot and called me down here. I'm trying to make some arrangements.
Yeah. Okay, and your mom was filming you, you said?
Yeah, she was filming me upon leaving. Don't know why. Just kind of, keeps harassing me. So I'm trying to actually leave and just, won't quit it up. So.
I understand. What is your name, sir?
Gabriel, not NAG1, and I got a phone charger in there. I'd like to grab, ideally, but I don't know who drives the ETA. I don't want to trust anybody. Just priority.
Hold on just a second. Did you already call in?
No, I haven't called in.
You haven't called in. Okay. And you're gonna be it all started at 170 Kenilworth Southeast, and you walked towards Market Street towards that.
Exactly.
The gas.
That's Dodig and USEF's office down over here.
Okay. You didn't cross Market, did you?
do not cross Market, no.
Okay. And at the you said Dr. Youssef.
Correct. Yeah, I'm over here just standing. I'm not going to go in there. You know, I don't have an appointment, so I'm not going to disrupt anything.
Okay. And you said your sister was sitting somewhere watching you?
Yeah, she's literally in the other parking lot in her vehicle. I don't know if she's filming me, but she, you know, has before. She's just sitting there trying to see where I'm going. My mom kept asking, where are you going? You got to tell me where you're going. Harassing me, trying to figure out where I'm going, and it's just too much. I need to, you know, I might need a TRO. I don't want to deal with it, but it's just annoying.
I don't get.
Yeah,
Just wait.
yeah.
What is your sister's name?
Okay, just end it.
Yeah. What?
I don't get it.
What? Is,
So why did he call 911?
Because he left the house and they were
She was-
following him. But like, dude, if you leave, just keep walking. Like,
I don't understand that at all. Why would they? I wonder if he knows. So how, I don't know how old this kid is, but like he knows his mom's in the spotlight, and let's say she's pissing him off. Called 911,
cause drama.
cause drama for her. A way to get back at your mom.
Well, why would
Right?
you? Why would you not just
I don't know.
like
what that's
handle
about.
your business, family? Like, what do you like? They're following you.
I don't
Okay,
get
go.
that.
It's your
I don't
sister,
understand.
dude. Go
Yeah.
call. What are they gonna do? They're not
Yeah.
gonna. You're nervous for your life.
Yeah, why would you? They're wasting 911. The police report said she stole his Adderall and stuff. So he felt, man, that's like personal family stuff. That sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks. Did she?
So was he calling to
Like we
report?
don't know about this kid.
No.
I hate to say that to defend her, but we don't know this kid.
No, absolutely not.
You can't, you know what I mean? Wow, that's weird. That's bad.
It's just weird. Like handle your bit. Why are you calling 911? My sister followed me. I'd be like, why are you following me? Like, hey,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You were following me
I
in your
wonder how
car.
old he is.
What are you doing?
I
Why are
wonder
you
how old-
following
yeah,
me?
that's weird.
he
Handle-
sounded like an adult. He didn't sound
Yeah.
like a kid.
Yeah, he was saying, wow, that's
Hey.
weird.
Brother, sister, stop following me. Go away.
Wow. I don't get that, man. I don't
I would
get that
never
at
call
all.
911 to handle my family business.
Chuck coach is saying this weekend junior high and girls state wrestling tournaments are at the Cavelli Center.
That's pretty cool.
Largest girls wrestling tournament in the state history, over 400 female wrestlers. There you go. That's this weekend. If you're a wrestling fan, go check that out. Sean shook it. Boy, these freaking people are all over her. I sent you the incident report. Guys are all over this chick. Wow. All right. I don't know. I got to find it here. So anyways, other topics, man, what do we do with Trumbull? You know, Mahoney County was in trouble there for a while, but that kind of like
Dissipated.
it did dissipate. I mean, the commissioner's just waiting for it to go away.
Yeah.
You know, find another topic to talk about.
Are we
This-
talking about dispatching those people in Federal Street, or are we talking about the
we're-
hotel?
No. Well, we can
Either.
talk either one of those.
All
Are good
right.
conversations.
The other thing I want to talk about is some stuff that's happening in Austin town with
Kent.
Kent. That
Yeah.
rumor we heard from
Oh, that's a great one.
anonymous sources.
Yeah. So let's. All right. What do you want to cover first? Let's talk about the hotel.
What hotel? I don't know anything about this.
DoubleTree.
DoubleTree.
I
They
didn't-
haven't paid any payments since like 2016 or 2018.
They haven't made anything.
None.
None.
And then they asked for an extension to not make payments again.
when COVID hit, they're like, yes.
Yeah, seriously. Like, yeah, they can't be doing that bad. There's people there all the time, right?
But it might not be enough people for them to make any money. You know, there might be 5
Yeah.
floors left wide
Well,
open.
and the city really wants that hotel, so they're willing to carry the note
Yeah.
for.
They have to have a hotel down there.
Yeah.
I mean, they have to for the Cavelli. It's because the Cavelli Center is based on that.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, you're
Yeah, but you're Monday through freaking Friday, or Sunday through Friday, you're not
or
making
there's
any
not
money.
events, there would be totally.
You would
empty,
make
huh?
no money. You'd be zero.
That's true.
Zero. And then on a Saturday, you'd book it even to maximum capacity. You're not making up for the other
That's
6
true.
days.
That's a good point. How many people stay there on a Monday through Friday?
Nothing. Hookers. That's it.
Hookers gotta raise the rent on those
hookers, and people cheating on their
pulling tricks.
cheating on their husbands.
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. Anybody comments on the hotel? I mean, that's nuts. What else? And then what was the other one?
They kicked everybody out of 20 Federal.
We've
Street.
talked about that
Yeah.
before.
No, they
It-
finally did that, huh? That finally happened.
Did they? What about the people who were suing? Are they still in there?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I know there were people suing.
I think
too.
they started rehabbing it, so they resolved it somehow.
It's gonna look so nice.
Those poor
with
friggin'
nobody in there.
I
We
know.
talked about that. Those people stuck with Youngstown forever.
Yeah.
And they got just done dirty by the freaking mayor and by the freaking lawyer.
Yep.
The lawyer is really the one to blame because he sent that letter, didn't tell anybody, and then it was a shit show.
Who's gonna get them is freaking Subway. Like,
I hope they
because
sue the shit out of
Subway's
them.
got money.
Yeah, I
and
hope
you're
they
gonna
sue
tell
them.
Subway after they're probably making all kinds of money off of the people in there that come in there that you're gonna kick us out. Absolutely not. I hope they sue the crap
Yeah,
out.
I didn't like that.
That's
at
who's
all.
gonna get
that
them.
was
Yeah.
that was bad. That was
But
so
I just
bad.
don't understand why you want to make it nicer, but like
Let those
grandfather all those people in.
They didn't want to pay. They probably had low rent.
Yeah,
They probably didn't like them in there.
grandfather them in.
100%.
You know what I mean? Grandfather them in, and then take the hit
I-
until they leave.
Can I stun you?
With a stun gun?
No. This is the Stone Cold Stunner.
No, absolutely not.
Come on,
It's stun Joe.
It's
Stun Joe.
I'm not stunning Joe.
Stun Joe.
All right, whatever. Nobody's allowed to stun
And-
anybody.
And Irish Bob's got shut down. Did you see that right before?
No, what was that one?
Yeah, there's a Irish bar right downtown that
I'm
was
familiar with
behind
Irish
on
Bob's.
their deal, and they locked the door right before St. Patrick's Day.
Oh,
Yeah.
Do you ever go to Irish Bob's?
No.
It used to be really bumping place back in the day.
Nice.
Until people started dying there.
People started.
It's
Then
bad
the
for-
killing-
bad
Oh,
for
yeah.
business.
Is it O'Donnell's is closed too,
happened.
right?
Maybe that was O'Donnell.
It was
Not-
O'Donnell.
It's
Yeah.
O'Donnell's and Susie's. It all got
Irish-
shut down.
Irish Bob's is still open. That's up South Avenue or
Yeah,
Mahoney
that's
or something.
okay.
Yeah.
Did you hear?
O'Donnell's.
Did you hear about
McDonald's got closed.
the drama that happened downtown a couple years ago? Like, I want to say this was 2019, 2018, before the MLO bros. The people in O'Donnell's were the bartenders on Halloween dressed up as the federal bartenders to like make fun of them. But what they did was
Please tell me somebody didn't dress up in blackface or
Well,
something like that.
the
please.
federal was like the nightclub before.
Okay.
So doing some racist
Oh
stuff.
no.
O'Donnell's put like we got Hennessy on their shirts.
Oh no.
And then got in all kinds of trouble.
Oh,
Like, we
no.
got Hennessy. Well, what do you mean by we got Hennessy?
Oh, why?
What are you trying to say?
That?
What are you trying to say? So then, like, all these O'Donnell's employees got fired for being racist.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, it was brutal.
Wow.
It
So
was
yeah,
bad.
O'Donnell's wasn't paying taxes or something like that. I think.
Yeah, they were behind on a bunch of stuff. Shut the door.
And wait,
O'Donnell's and
Susie's
Susie's
is
and
moving.
Mission Taco. No, it's all the same. It's all the same owner, dude.
and they all got closed.
Yeah, it's all the same guy.
Wow.
Dude, that's like all the bars.
Yeah, I heard some
What's
shady
left?
stuff about that dude.
So what's
Um,
V2?
V2,
the
the federal. So the federal kind of in Martini kind of like dialed it back, and he like closes at 11 now.
Oh, so there's no
because
clubs.
he was just, I mean, yeah, there's
No,
no
there were
real
fights and shootings and everything else.
So then everybody goes to that Rise now, and that was like the chill spot, the one
Where's
with like
Rise?
you take the escalator. There's like that
Right.
escalator one that goes
Right.
up top.
right.
We always used to chill there prior to 2020 when the pandemic happened. That's during our bar scene.
right.
But then like we would chill there, and then if we wanted to go to the club, you'd go to like Federal or.
But now they're all closed.
But now they're all closed. All of
So
them.
there's no
Wow.
clubs.
Not really. There's V2. I mean, V2 and Rise are going to be bumping. They're loving it right now.
Is V2 a
And then
bar?
there's that-
V2's a restaurant.
It's a bar.
It's a
too.
bar,
It's
too.
open late. Yeah, it's
Oh,
open
okay.
till 2 a.m. too.
Oh, really? Okay.
And then there's the Whistle and Keg. There's other
that
there's
can-
other
yeah.
stuff, and then it'll
Some-
fill in.
something
It'll
will
fill in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no doubt. No doubt. Wow, that's true.
Hmm.
All right. What were you going to talk about? Do you want to go over your
So-
Austin Town? This is good.
With Austin Town, we got an anonymous tip,
So,
right?
so talk about set it up first. You got to set it up. Like, in case people don't know about Steve.
So Steve, who doesn't know about Steve Kent,
You don't
Austin
know.
Town,
You don't
Austin
know.
Town trustee? Do you want to say what he did?
Okay, so Steve Kent, I'll give a rundown. You can give your thing. Steve Kent, for those of you who don't know, Austin Town trustee. He was also the school officer for Poland, Ohio.
Mhm.
He got arrested, fired, arrested, charged for messing around with a student.
Oh,
Yeah,
You know this one?
I did.
no, this
See,
is Steve
Joe
Kent,
doesn't know
Austin
this.
Town trustee. He's sitting trustee.
Yeah. Gets fired from Poland, gets charges brought. There was the one with the family filing charges, like a personal case or whatever they call that, and then also the federal, the actual court case.
Awaiting
So
being
he
officially charged, right?
he's charged now. He's been charged. We're waiting on the court case to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So He was elected as an Austin Township trustee in 2019 or something like that, and he will not step down.
Refuses to step down.
Really?
Yeah.
Refuses to step down.
Refuses.
So
So
there's people
Austin
gathered
Town's-
signatures.
Yeah.
He just refuses to step down. Innocent until proven guilty. But it's like our whole thing with this whole thing has been step down, and if you're innocent, then come back and run again.
Yeah.
Do
because
what's
you're
right for
just-
the country, for your city,
for
your
Austin
township. Yeah.
So I get an anonymous call the other day.
Listen to
Hey,
this.
I don't want anyone to know who I am, but I ran for the position that they're hiring. Township is hiring like I don't know if it's a manager or
It's a
some
city-
kind of
like a city
some kind of
manager.
managerial position within the township. Okay, pays $103,000 a year.
It's a good chunk of change.
Good chunk of money right there. $103,000
Yeah.
a year. And what this anonymous caller is basically telling me is that they're going to give the job when you hire from the township trustees. You just need a 2 to majority vote out of the 3 of them, and they're going to give the job to Mark.
Fortunato? No.
I forget his name. I don't want to.
A lawyer, the county prosecutor.
The county prosecutor. Steve Kent has already talked to this county prosecutor for Youngstown.
or a county.
A
prosecutor,
county
yeah.
prosecutor for Youngstown is going to give him this position on top of his already position as a prosecutor. He would also get this job on the side, making $103K a year. Why would he get that job? It's a freaking payoff. So that when Kent will have the other girl that's announced Austin Town trustee vote with him to get this person
Monica,
in.
because Monica
Monica-
sides with Kent on just
on
about
everything.
Everything.
And there's
It's
nothing
disgusting.
that our other
Yep.
buddy, the
Santos.
Santos, can do to stop it, because it'll be a 2-to-1 vote. They will get this Mahoning County prosecutor in. He will assume the position, get paid the $103 per year. Kent will eventually be voted out, but then he'll wait for time to pass and talk to settle, like him being in the spotlight to settle, and then they'll push it under the rug and let Kent free.
And they're already drawing it out right now.
And you can
They've
already tell they're
delayed the
trying to
court
draw it out.
month after month after month.
They are going to sweep it under the rug, and that prosecutor is going to get paid for it legally.
Well, if it happens, you heard it here first. 'Cause
Yeah.
that is something. Man.
That is.
I want to know the name of the prosecutor. I don't remember the name of the prosecutor.
I have it in a. I have,
It's
I
not
wrote it
because the
down.
head prosecutors. That's not the head
I
prosecutor.
want to say Mark something or other.
Because the prosecutor's office, we already know they don't like us from the
No.
other stuff. So
But
It feels like the MLO bros are on this though.
oh,
yeah, you're all over it.
Oh, dude.
sketchy, man. It's like that's what Youngstown's known for, man, and it's so freaking stupid.
Well,
So messed
and the
up.
problem is too, he's a former cop. He's you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like so. It's
He
so
held all
twisted.
these positions of being a good person, and he just manipulates everyone, dude.
Dude, he had me fooled.
Yeah,
He had me fooled.
manipulates
And
everyone.
people again, innocent until that's all. Like his defenders, innocent until proven guilty. Bullshit. Step down, come in innocent, and then you know what? Our fault.
Yeah, and he's already like he's just proving his true colors over and over. He's
Oh,
trying to freaking
gross.
weasel his way out of it now.
Gross.
Yeah.
Gross.
Weasel his way out of it.
Stephanie Hahn says it's what ego people do. It's so disgusting. Yeah, it's crazy.
I like Stephanie.
Oh,
She's
she's-
such a good person.
She's the best.
She's
the best.
awesome.
She's the best. She's crazy, but she's the best. I love you, though, Steph.
Daniel John says township administrator, kind of like the mayor of the city.
Yeah, it's gonna be the guy who runs it.
Man, that is so shady.
Yeah.
That is
So
so.
Poland Township has an administrator. The guy with the mustache, I forget.
Yeah.
Or they got a new guy, but yeah, it's an administrator. position.
So shady, but Kent's gonna go free is basically what he's saying.
If that happens
Dude.
and you call it,
Dude,
he is an adult. He is an adult.
the kid. Maybe they're talking about the kid.
Oh, maybe he's
Fr-
catching up.
No, maybe they're. I think he's French Coast kid.
Oh, the kid.
They
Okay.
might be commenting from YouTube. They might be behind us.
Okay. And what else? Any other topics?
I don't know. Open up the phone lines. We got
You
10
want
more
to
minutes.
take another phone call?
Open
All
up
right,
the phone
take another
lines. Let's
phone
go
call.
back
Come
to
on,
the
Joe.
phone
Come on,
lines.
We have line one open.
Wait, hold on. This is how you do it. Give me the call. Give me the phone. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to get their info. I'm going to relay it. And then
Call screener.
I'm going to your call
This is
screener. This is how
professional.
they do it. This is a call screener. I know how they do this. Okay. Go ahead, say lines. Phone lines.
Phone lines are open. Call in now. The MLO Bros Radio 330-921-8978. Call that number. That's my cell phone. If you want a home loan tomorrow, you can call that number too, and I'll
think this is
help you get a phone. Help you get a home loan too. 330-921-8978.
Not supposed to be advertised
Today, tomorrow, whatever you need, I'll help you with a home loan. But also, you can call in right now. We'll talk to you. Take your topic of conversation
calling.
right now. Call us.
Nobody's calling.
Phone lines are open. Phones
call. Give us
all phone lines. Phone line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're all open. 330-921-8978. Call the MLO Bros.
Today, by the way. This is a really good show.
Everybody's like, I don't want to call you losers.
Waiting.
Okay, go back to the comments, Luke, while we wait.
I'm waiting.
To win something?
No, you don't
If
win
you're the
something,
10th
Rob.
caller.
Which is
All you people care about is giveaways. I'm so tired of
We
it.
spoiled everybody giving away.
I know.
gift cards.
They're like, no, nothing's.
No, we just want to call. We're trying to do a radio show.
What can we talk about? Maybe just if you don't want to call and you're
Joe
scared
and I
to
are
talk
going
to us.
ghost hunting.
That's so lame. You guys are so lame. Me and Jeremy are gonna start our own ghost hunting thing. It's gonna
No,
be
you're
great.
not.
It's gonna be called Guys That Drink and Ghost Hunting.
Yeah, come on. Deshaun's gonna call. We need topic first.
Deshaun, talk about
The gas station.
what should we talk about?
We're going ghost hunting in Oberlin, Ohio.
Mhm.
Did you see how nice it is?
Yeah.
It's like an Airbnb, dude. It's like it was on Netflix.
Oh, it's a nice one.
Yeah, it's an Airbnb. It was on Netflix. It's like the nicest place.
Can you drink in it?
I would assume so. Yeah. You want to come?
When
now,
is
don't
it?
you? It's the Saturday. You're going.
No, I can't. I gotta go to a bachelor party. Thanks, MLO, for the sponsorship to our Pee Wee
Yeah,
baseball.
we got the
squad.
MLO Bros.
Did we?
Pee Wee team again.
Dude, we got so much money going out to different like
It's
people.
disgusting.
It's just like all of our sponsorship money. We just don't have any money because it goes right back out to random people.
Oh, the cartel's apology.
I mean,
Do you know this one? Did you hear what this happened?
cartel's apology. What they apologize for?
The cartel in Mexico
Apologize to who?
kidnapped and murdered 3 people.
Oh,
Okay. Did you hear about
I
this?
do not.
Like 3 United States citizens.
okay. Oh,
Okay. The head of the cartel apologizes, said it was people that were out of control, like they were underlings that were out of control. The next day, there's like five of the cartels are in a city handcuffed and like
yeah.
like tied up. And the cartel said, we put them on this road. You can go pick them up. These are the people who did it.
Whoa.
And they apologized. Why?
Because you can't take people and they're afraid.
Because the U.S. government is now saying they're going to go in there and start wiping out the cartel. They're going to go in.
No
And they're
doubt.
like,
thing is-
sorry guys, our bad. Like
Yeah.
seriously, it's
At least they're
crazy.
smart enough to realize that. But the thing is, it's going to create like a void. So
Something
if
to
they've-
replace it.
something will replace it. What will replace it is the question. You know, the void has to be filled. If they go in and
I
kill
think
all
we
the
should
cartel.
Bring that back. I'd like to head the cartel. What are you talking about, Stephanie? Stephanie wants to be the head of the cartel.
Or we just take over Mexico. Why don't we just go into Mexico? Like it's all cartel. It has been just
forever.
run by the cartel. Just go in and take over.
But they literally took their people and dropped them off on the street. And I'm like, how do you know those are really the people?
They're not. they pulled Gary.
Right.
Listen, man, I know it's been a rough go for you,
They're like the
but
janitor.
I'm going to need you to go to American prison. It's way better than Mexican prison. Just
US
think,
tourism,
just think
10% of Mexico's. I believe
we
that.
take over Mexico. You don't even need a passport to go to Mexico. Like,
I can go to Cabo San Lucas without a passport.
yeah,
Fly
you
on
just,
in.
it's the same as it's just extended.
Yeah.
It's just extended Florida.
Mhm. And while we're at it, let's
It's
go. out-
just
you know
we
what?
just make it extra big Texas.
And you know what I want? You know what I want? I want Canada. I want Canada.
you watch your damn mouth, Canada. We're coming for you next.
you damn snow Mexicans.
You damn snow Mexicans.
You damn
Did we
snow
just
Mexicans.
colonize Mexico and Canada?
Yeah,
on
we're
that
taking
show?
over. Actually, this is really good cutting edge stuff. I suggest we take over Canada and Mexico.
I feel like it's kind of like in Risk, the board game of world domination, where
Yeah.
you kind of need Mexico because it's like a
Yeah,
funnel
well, it's
to
a
get to
funnel. And
South
we need
America.
Canada.
So it'd be easier to protect the point of Mexico
Yeah.
rather than all of like our south
Absolutely.
border.
And then you go north and you take
Yeah,
out
and then you just
Canada,
get the Panama Canal.
and you got to get in Iceland because that's a little island up there in between. You don't want
Yes,
jumping.
yeah, you got
You don't want the Europeans.
See, the
coming
problem
across.
is once you get Canada, it's almost not worth taking Canada because then you got all that space up there to protect, and then the Russians could come. Well, we already got
Alaska, which is why Alaska.
Yeah, we just need to color in the rest of Canada.
I mean, why stop there? Why don't we just go all South America? We go all South.
Yeah,
let's just
we
take
could
over this
just take
whole-
South
this
America.
whole-
Nobody even cares about South
Right,
America.
Western
When has
continent.
South America ever done anything? Like nothing ever
Name
happened.
one
to
thing in South America.
And the Spanish took all the gold, so there's not any gold down there anymore.
That's it. So okay, this has been great. We've literally talked about Nikki Fresco taking over all of the Western world. It's a good show. Really good show.
Did you plan this show, by the way? Is this,
No, this is
yeah,
totally
yeah.
us. Just nothing.
All right.
Literally, we had a guest supposed to come on tonight, and they totally miscommunication. My fault.
Robot wrestlers.
The robot Warren City Schools was bringing in like the robot team,
Okay.
and I totally thought they had them booked, and I totally never confirmed. So it's totally my fault.
All right.
So,
In the TV show How I Met Your Mother, they have like a robots versus wrestlers. Do you think that eventually it'll be like a human robot fights or a human fights a robot in wrestling match?
it'd be over. I mean, the robot's gonna rip them apart.
You have to make the strength the same, but like they're kind of like a human
Why would
fighting
you just have two humans fight?
because it'd be cooler, like robots,
Just-
robots
I mean,
versus
if you're gonna
wrestlers.
make a robot like a human, just
Like I want The Rock to fight a robot that's like a human, but he's just a robot, and see who wins.
but if it's the same strength and same everything, it's
It'll
like,
be a great fight if it's the same strength and same
why don't
everything.
we clone somebody to fight the Rock, like a clone, like the Rock fight against the Rock.
That'd be cool.
Goddamn.
Okay. We circle back. Okay. We circle back. We see what's better. We feed all of the one rock fish and the other one meat. And then we fight them and see who's better, circling all the way back to our original conversation about meat being fish or not, and see which one's superior.
Brilliant.
Ladies and gentlemen, good night.
That's it. Show's over. Show's over. Oh my god, I love Canada. All right, so let's talk before we go. It's been an hour already. That's insane. Where were you at? Why'd you? I can't what? First off, before we go, let's talk about Joe's schedule.
Dude, you were on a TED Talk the other day?
I did.
Was that you?
Is that TEDx?
What'd you
I
talk
did.
about? Why wasn't I not invited? Were you afraid I was going to say
Invited?
something? Do you have to get invited to that?
You
No, you buy tickets. It's just a public event.
I didn't even get any kind of like, hey, Isaac, I'm doing a TED
Dude.
Talk. You should totally buy tickets.
He was talking about it in our group text.
Were you really?
Was I? Did I tell you about it?
That's how I knew about it.
All right.
I had no idea.
I'm sorry.
Maybe I wasn't in that group text.
Yeah, you might be. They're
I
not
think it's
me.
when you dropped out of the ghost hunt thing.
I'm pissed.
But no, I listened to it. It was great.
Was it good? What'd you talk about?
Oh, can I tell you my total panic story?
Yeah.
what
So
happened?
I wrote this speech back in October, and
What was it about? Tell us.
well, I'll get to that in
Okay.
a minute. So I wrote it back in October, and I rehearsed it in November, December, January. I had this town pretty pat. There was
Okay.
a lot of
God, that
invested
is
hours.
So
into
much
this.
more preparation than I ever do. Go ahead.
So on Saturday, last Saturday before the TED Talk, I was rehearsing in my backyard. I'm like, I'm ready. I'm going to go do this. So on Sunday, I changed my diet. I drank zero alcohol. I started drinking all like fatty fish, like all nutrition.
Fish meat.
And my freaking brain took a dump. Like I could not remember this speech for the freaking life of me. So Monday, Tuesday, I'm trying to get into
Was
it.
it like jitters or what do you think?
No, I just changed too much stuff. And well, my speech is that I don't have access to short-term memory. Like I have short-term memory problems, right? So I have to do some crazy
Do you seriously?
That's half my speech was about my memory. And so like the day before, like I'm trying to get in, I'm getting frustrated. I've not been able to run through the whole speech.
For short-term memory, like what can't you remember? Like give us an example of like I'm thinking Dory from
Like names, numbers, like anything that doesn't really have importance to it. Can't remember.
I'm bad at that too.
I
Honestly.
do that too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So the only way I can file it away is I have to do this whole process to commit it to long-term memory so I can hang on to it. All right. But anyway, back to the story.
Yeah.
So I get to like Thursday, which is the rehearsal day. And I have in 5 days, I have not been able to run through the speech more than a couple words, couple paragraphs. So I am flipping out thinking this is going to be a freaking train wreck. I'm going to get on stage and I'm not going to know anything. I get to the day of the rehearsal and I go to my coach. I said, I think I'm going to have to cancel. I'm not going to be able to do this thing. And so he takes me through a memory exercise where I just read off like the first sentence of every paragraph. And I did it. And I was like, oh, this is good. He was like, here's what you do. Go through this and do that a couple more times. I'm like, cool. He goes, what I'm going to do, like my rehearsal was up next. And he was like, I'm going to push you all the way to the end of the schedule. That means I have 4 hours to practice this thing and get my memory engaged. So I go to my office. I'm starting to do that memory exercise, and they call me back and say that they're taking pictures on the stage, and I kind of come back. So okay, I go back up there, and then they inform me that they can't move me in the rotation, and now go on stage. And
He probably did that on purpose.
And I'm like, shit,
Yeah.
like I hadn't in 5 days been able to recall anything of the speech that I'm about to do.
And then you remembered it?
I did. Like
Nailed it.
there was 2 paragraphs that I jumbled up a little bit, but ran through the whole freaking thing 2 days in a row.
So it makes sense though. So if you remember the first sentence, you could remember what's in the body of that paragraph.
It'll start flowing through.
Yeah,
once you remember that. Like a memory thing. Like,
Well, it's kind of the same thing as they say that if you read the first sentence and the last sentence of a paragraph, you kind of get what's going to be in the paragraph anyways. So you can kind of just like remember what you kind of had in the guts of it.
But I honestly, I didn't think I was going to be able to do it. And I just submitted to it that it could have been a train wreck, and I didn't care. Whatever it was going to be, it was going to be. And that was the scariest moment of my life.
Well, you like.
Yeah. I wanted to know that I had it perfect.
Yeah, that makes
And
sense.
And me and Luke just go, I'd wing it.
Well, after watching an hour of the show, I don't think anybody'd ever guess we wing shit. I mean, wow.
It's an art.
So there's a comment. We are Kate. We already talked about the deer. Certain people it's the park organizing it, and it's because there's too many deer, and they don't know what to do with it. And if they're slowly dying.
Go back and watch, Kate.
Yeah,
this will be recorded on the MLO Bros for anybody who's just tuning in now. You can go back and watch the whole thing, but towards the middle, if you want to fast forward, we talk about the deer situation and give our opinions. I think you're right. I think they should release wolves. And
you'll be able to watch it again. Isaac came up with the perfect
20
solution.
to 30 wolves, and let the wolves' natural circle of life take out all the deer. It'll be great. And then we can all go on walks in the park together.
Like you'd have to go with like knives and like Davey Bowie.
Yeah.
You're not gonna like what we said, Kate. I gotta feel.
But yeah, no, that's really cool. So what did you talk? What was the topic of your TED Talk?
It was my process for remembering things in spite of not being able to remember shit. So,
wow,
that was good.
Interesting.
I didn't think you were actually being serious about not being able to remember shit.
You thought I was making that up?
You made that all up.
A fraudulent TED Talk.
It's like, great story, Joe. That was awesome. Total work of fiction, but I mean, that was great. I mean, he remembers everything. I don't know.
I know he doesn't.
It
doesn't seem
surprising.
like
I mean, but the only reason I think you forget stuff is because you do so much. Because 570, Youngstown Studio,
right?
Youngstown Computers,
right? My investment company.
Your investment company. What else? Ghost hunting.
Ghost hunting.
You have a kid.
Yeah. Family.
Yeah. Which I mean, it's crazy. And you're here with us right now. It's like, that's what I said. Is, hey, you want to come on the show? I'm like, dude, you don't have to if you don't want to. So it's crazy.
You talk on your show all the time about Bitcoin. You think with the next year in March with what's it called halving happening, do you think it's going to go through the roof? You think it's going to hit 100K next year?
But not 100K. I think it was due to be 48,000 is on my spreadsheet.
Yeah, is what's going to happen. I have a bet going with my dad that it's going to be at least 40K.
Oh, he's like totally against it.
So well, the thing that was interesting is when those banks were failing, you saw a giant jump in Bitcoin.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because the bank's failing. People are like, where the fuck am I supposed to put my
Yeah.
That is literally the point of
Did you watch
Bitcoin.
that clip I sent you?
Which one?
I sent you a clip today about a guy talking about the banks failing.
No, I didn't.
And Bitcoin and stuff. Watch the clip.
That is the point of it, because there is no, like, people are worried about what the bank's doing with the money, and then when you go to get it, you can't get it. That is, there is no people making decisions with your money. It's just Bitcoin it's totally, there's no man at the top.
Right.
Yeah. It's just it's thing.
So just commit this to memory that every time they do those halvings, the starting at like 12, 24, 48, and then doubling every time it does a halving. If it doesn't do that, it's either going to be double or zero, because that halving is actually the reward that gets paid to miners. And if the miners don't get paid enough to run their machines, they turn them off.
So it could just stay then.
Like go to zero, like not a thing. If the system can't reward the people who support the system, it goes
Bitcoin
to
will go to zero.
Go to zero. It's either going to be double or it's going to be zero.
So it could go to zero.
Do you have Bitcoin?
No, not yet. So why, if it goes to zero, then everybody loses all their money.
Yeah.
Why would that even be a
Well,
thing?
it's totally improbable that it goes to zero because there are some people that can run these miners and have no electricity costs whatsoever. The people who
So
have
they're-
electricity costs need that reward in order to pay their electric bills.
So explain to me in like 7th grade terms
Yes.
why it would go to zero rather than double or whatever.
The system needs people to like lend their equipment into the system in
Yeah.
order for it to function.
Yeah,
Nobody does that. It goes to zero.
but there are always people doing that. Like it's
Well, yeah, that's
Yeah,
why I say it's
I'm totally-
improbable.
I don't even know what
That's
you're
why
talking
there's only
about right now.
it's
Yeah.
either going to be double, which it's a 90% chance.
yeah. And then so that happens every 4 years. It
Yeah.
goes through the halving or whatever it's called. Well, didn't they say at the
Don't know
last
what they're talking
halving
about
there
right
was
now.
supposed in 2020 there was supposed to be like it was supposed to hit 100K and it didn't. That's why it went to 7.
No, it was overinflated. It was beyond what it should have been.
Oh, I thought it was
Yeah.
supposed to hit
No.
100.
No, I'll share you my spreadsheet. He hates when we
I
talk
know.
Bitcoin.
I love
I
it.
hate it. I just don't understand. I'll never understand it. He's
Yeah.
explained it to me 15 times.
But it's what you need to know is do you know how money, Luke, you know how money is inflating inflation inflation
I'm aware of.
deflationary.
Yes,
Yeah,
goes the-
So it goes the opposite way.
All right,
So
got it.
that's why it's like
every 4 years.
goes
it doubles.
crazy.
Jim says it's totally confusing. I've listened to Joe's show try and explain it.
yeah.
I've listened to him try to
It's
explain it to the
confusing.
phone. I don't get it. Doesn't
Yeah.
exist. The fact it doesn't exist means it doesn't.
Why does
exist.
money have value? Why does a dollar bill cost $1?
Because that is our set standard of buying and selling things.
Still
No.
fiction.
That doesn't exist.
Is it based on
It's based on everybody getting
usually
together.
based on gold?
Everybody in the United States. It's not based on gold anymore.
No.
Trust based.
That it made it inflate too. It is literally everybody's like, this is worth $1. This dollar is worth $1 because we say it's all $1.
Yep.
We all agree it's $1. It's
So
totally
that's
fake.
the same thing as Bitcoin.
Yeah.
It's the same exact thing.
But how so
They're
but
taking
there is a country that says this is worth $1. Here's $1. This is
Yes.
worth $1.
yes,
Who says Bitcoin's worth $1?
the system itself.
The deregulated, decentralized system. Nobody owns it.
Nobody owns it. It's purely
Well, then
democratic.
why don't the three of us make our own thing up and we'll call it?
That's
Oh, they
why
do
they
all
have
the
all
time.
those shit coins.
They
That's
all
why
do
there's
that.
all those
They do
little
it all the
tiny
time.
crypto coins. Yeah. People do it all the time and hope it goes up. What happens is the three of us get together. We say, let's make
and all of a sudden
coin.
we're at 10 viewers.
So, but those shit coins are owned by somebody.
By somebody,
Bitcoin,
yes.
Nobody
No.
owns it.
So they us three decided to make
Well,
a
who
Bitcoin.
started Bitcoin? then?
People buy in.
Who started?
They
it?
don't know.
Some
They
MIT
don't
guy.
know.
So, but listen, this is what happens with those fake coins, right? The fake coins, they all get to, three people get together. They're like, hey, we're gonna make this Bitcoin or whatever it is. Then it goes up in value. Then those three are like, okay, let's take all the
Boom.
money and run.
Yes.
So they do
Right.
that. But with Bitcoin, there's no man at the top.
Right.
He remained anonymous when he made it. This is Bitcoin's Jesus. This guy,
Yeah.
Satoshi Nakamoto, fake name, made Bitcoin, made this blockchain system or whatever idea,
Yeah.
and then released it into the public. In like 2012, people were buying weed with it, and like people had like 15
Who
Bitcoin
the
they were
hell
buying
would
weed.
have done that? And they never came forward.
Never came forward. They want some
How's that
people think it's Elon Musk. Some people think like
Yeah.
I've heard it's an MIT project. It was
Yeah.
somebody who wrote it as their
Project
capstone
at
thing.
MIT.
Yeah.
But they have no control. It's purely democratic, but they hold in their like vault, they hold millions of Bitcoin.
Yeah, right.
Millions
exactly,
of them.
right,
But they haven't like they can see when this person goes to grab them and they just haven't done it. Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But it's like it was like a gift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That's good. That's interesting. I like
That's
it.
really weird.
All right, let's talk about our shows. Before we get out of here, Joe and I are going ghost hunting.
Woohoo!
We're going to Oberlin, Ohio. Do you know where that is? You ever been there?
Nope.
I've never been there either. It's like 2 hours away.
Hour and a half.
Hour and a half. Are you going home or are you sleeping over?
Depends. I might go home if we get out of there early enough.
That's the thing. If it's like active, I'll stay.
like sleeping in my own bed.
Mm.
Really like sleeping in my
I
own
don't
bed.
like other people's germs. I really
Yeah.
don't.
Man, I could imagine you in like a hotel room. Do you like
Yeah.
check? Do you like flip the pillows?
Oh, I have
Yeah.
a new. I have a. We'll have to check the beds. I have one of those. I got a bunch of new toys.
like a black light.
Like I have a black light.
Oh my god, Joe! Why is there all kinds of marks on your face?
Like I
There's
have a
so-
black light.
Looks like there's so much semen on your face, Joe. What is up with that?
What if you like look at
Semen tester.
oh my god, like all over my face.
There's
I just washed it.
there is definitely a skit like that where they go into a hotel room, and he's like, "Hey man, I got this black light. We're gonna check out this whole room. It's gonna be great. Make sure there's no bugs here." And they scan the whole room, and then he scans over, and he's like, "How's it?" The buddy's like, "How's it look, man?" And the lights on him, and it's just his face is just covered.
Is that a real skit?
That's a skit.
Dude,
That's gotta
That is
be.
definitely a skit. He's like, "How's it look, man?" And then the video just cuts off. We should reenact that. But I have a black light.
Yeah.
So that's going to be live on Facebook, 8 p.m. We're going to go live. It's for those of you who've never watched these ghost hunts, they're either really, really awesome or really, really boring.
You have a
Yeah.
fill-in for me too.
Yeah, Ronnie Rogers.
Who's gonna be there?
So Isaac doesn't want to go anymore. So I went to his arch rivals basketball team in high school and grabbed Ronnie Rogers, who was like just schooled these guys in basketball. I was like, screw it. My little brother want to come. I'm going to get a new little brother.
Whoa, how you feel about this?
I don't care. I really don't even.
So
want
Ronnie
to.
Rogers is coming. He's from New Middletown. Good kid. He's 30, but good kid. And then we have Dan's coming. He's meeting us there. He's a ghost hunter from like Dayton.
Okay.
And he's been like a fan and following. He's like, come on, I was like, because Jeremy couldn't go. So I was like, we're gonna replenish. Nobody wants to come. We're gonna get our own people.
How about Brian?
Brian's out too.
What the hell?
Yeah. Is your son coming?
No.
Brian's out. So it's gonna be 4 of us in there.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Okay.
So you have a helper coming?
Yeah.
Who?
BJ.
BJ's coming. Perfect. All right, good. So we're gonna have it'll be 5 of us in there. So it'll be fun. I got all kinds of new stuff. I got new ghost pod, 2 new ghost pods. I got EMF readers. I got this portal thing. So you take, the radio thing that goes through the stations and it says words. Yeah. You hook it in. I was messing with it. You can filter the white noise out while keeping the sound in, or keeping the voices come through, like the radio. It's cool. So that's what we're going to do. I don't know. It's going to be fun.
What do you think of his obsession with this? I want to know deep down inside, what do you feel about it?
I feel like in Luke's mind, he does a lot of things all over the place all the time. He just likes to do a bunch of different shit just to try and figure it out. And then he gets bored with it and moves on to the next thing.
You're going to do this for 2 years.
It's only a matter of time before we move on to something
2
else.
years.
I'm surprised you've stuck with the podcast this long.
I keep thinking about quitting, but you won't let me.
No, I'm like totally surprised you haven't quit yet. Like, it's honestly amazing. I think if it wasn't for the popularity, we would have never stuck with this because you would have just quit.
Oh, 100%. If I don't like getting something, yeah, absolutely not.
Yeah.
I don't even think it's a matter of getting anything, but we have people watch all the time and we have people comment on it. So it's fun. Yeah. And I think we get notoriety. I know we get business from it. So it's like, why not?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
And we help people at the same time.
And we help people. Well, what the hell?
Yeah.
I think we're making a difference, to be honest with you.
It's great.
While pissing people off. And you know how much I love pissing people off.
Yeah. Good fun.
Hi, Ron. So that's Saturday. Make sure you tune in for that. Youngstown Ghost Hunters. Next week, God, we are busy, man. We're booked out until Ohio News Media is coming on. Thursday, we're gonna Animal Charities coming in. Okay. We're gonna bring some dogs, and that's it.
Sweet. Who's coming in from Animal Charity?
You're Chris Anderson, the Democratic
Really?
Party guy. Yeah, he actually, Chris Anderson, who's been on our show, he's the head of the Democratic Party of Mahoney County. He's been on a couple times. I personally like him. I don't agree with the way politics at all. Both sides. But he's like, hey, can I come on your show? I'm like, dude, you're just like, come on, man, with this politics. He's like, no. I volunteer for Animal Charity. There's a lot of dogs. Can we come in and talk about like adopting the dogs? I was like, absolutely. I was like, can you bring dogs? He's like, we'll bring 4 or 5 of them. I'm like, this is going to be a freaking mess in here. So
now my favorite person at Animal Charity is Jane. She's one of the lead investigators there.
Okay.
If you can get a conversation with her, she has seen some shit. She goes on all of those really.
Could you imagine?
Oh, dude, you will love it. She's amazing.
I hate when people mess with animals.
Yeah.
I hate
100%.
because they are so innocent and like they want you to be happy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they just want to be with you. They just want to be loved. And it makes me so angry because it's like pure unconditional love.
100%.
It's like almost better than a human. Like,
dude,
unconditional
did you ever hear
love.
the thing? Lock your wife in the trunk of your car for 4 hours. Pull her out. Lock a dog in their car or the trunk for 4 hours.
The dog's still happy to freaking see you.
Dog's still gonna love you. You know what I mean? It's
dude,
unconditional
it is
love.
so sad.
Yep.
I feel so
Yep.
freaking bad. And
Yep.
like people, how they like abandon dogs in like,
Yeah, it's brutal.
it's absolutely terrible.
Yep.
I like don't.
Brutal. because they can't do anything. The problem is dogs can't do anything for themselves. You know what I mean? It's like it's brutal.
Yeah,
brutal.
sad.
So, all right, so that's next week, and yeah, it'll be fun. So get ready,
everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Check out the sponsors down below: Century 21, Kelly Heron, Valley Insurance Group, and the Fantastic Tales of Meriwether and Periwether. Also, like we said a million times tonight, we are loan officers. MLO Bros stands for Mortgage Loan Originators. Call us. We'll help you your next home loan. Help you finance your next home purchase, and call us before you call a real estate agent. We'll get you pre-approved first, and then we'll send you to real estate agents that we like, just like Kelly. Bye, everybody.
Thanks for coming, Joe.
Absolutely.
As always, bud. All right, see you guys.
Bye, everybody.
Let's go kill those deer, Isaac.
Yep. I'm gonna go catch a wolf, I guess.
We need to release.
Let's go find a wolf.
All right, bye. Fish is meat.